What up, though? This your boy, Urban Historian. Um, so, as of lately, due to the obvious racial tension in America, the Irish have been brought into the center as the representatives of white people, it seems. But, you know, I know Irish, like real fucking Irish people who are from Ireland. And these people are far from as racist as any typical white person because they understand nations and color codes in America. And in Ireland, they don't call Scottish people white, they call them Scottish. They call themselves Irish. So you'll see, when people are bringing up stuff like Irish slavery, they've gotten essentially kind of their reparations in a sense, because as you'll see, this book's titled How They Became White. One thing I want to point out is that you can even Google, find, maybe type in Irish Iberian, and you'll find pictures. Go to Google Images. You'll find pictures depicting Irishmen as having originated from Africa. You look at, a lot of Irish people and they have afros. There's, go Google Black Celts. So basically, they saw Irish people as Negroes, in a sense. So they were a lower class. And this is why they had to become classified as white to enjoy the privileges of that class, of course. So if you don't think being classified as white doesn't lead to certain privileges, then you're obviously mistaken, because it's a legal system. If you want to argue with your law books, okay? So it's telling you right there, Irish people had to become white because they were just another African, according to, the people that came here and enslaved them. But, what's funny here is you look in here and there's chapters called White Negroes and Smoked Irish. So again, white is a status. We'll go to, I haven't read the full book. We'll go to this page where you'll see they commonly found themselves thrown together with free Negroes. Free Negroes, aka a white Negroes. If you're a black Negro, you're not free. You're black. You're that class of people. You have no class. You have to become white or free, as you'll see. Even though I believe that's in chapter 8. But I'm pretty sure that's what that means. I guess this is kind of just a preview you'll find on Google. Slavery with attacks on American and Latin American full pride. So basically what it's saying is that Irish people had to become white. So, before then, they were fighting, alongside black Negroes. And that's the thing with this whole Irish slavery thing in America. Because if you go to Ireland, I dare you to go around and tell them that their ancestors were American slaves and see how they react. Just like any American black person would act. Irish people still do not particularly like British or get along with the British people. So all respect due to actual Irish people and not just people that have been classified as white and now use Irish people as an excuse. If there's any Irish people watching, don't let those people, turn your people into black people. Into lower class statuses. Elevate up black people because you were in the same fields as us. You feel me? And now they got you classified under them, and only to be used as a tool, more or less. So don't let them use you. You're still being enslaved for the progress of these nations that look down upon you. People say it's a myth that Irish were interbred with black slaves, but my last name's Irish, and again, my my brother's hair is red and he's got freckles, so don't believe the fucking hype. Living proof right here. We do not form a distinct class of community, but consider ourselves in every respect as citizens of this great and glorious republic, that we look upon every attempt to address us otherwise than as citizens upon subject of abolition of slavery. I was reading that, a lot of Irish people were abolitionists, and they weren't all slaves. There was a noble or kingship in Ireland that was sending these people over here, and they were trading them to British people. So these are poor Irish people, and mostly criminals that they wanted out. I mean, even then, you look at Protestants and their movement here. They were being, criminalized by the Romans. So these people were, they were traitors. So that might actually lead us to understand how things have generated through generations to the current status. Are these people still, backstabbers or, Benedicts? So go out and pick up the book, read it. Especially if you're white, so you can understand. If you're Irish, and you should probably kind of, come back over and do what you was doing before they decided to make you white, to lead you to believe that they give a fuck about you. You feel me? We'll get into more video. Right now, I think I would like to explore a lot of European history, which is, more than white. But obviously, it was never white. It wasn't white until they classified things as white in America. So, definitely pick up the book. Otherwise, I'm out. Peace.